Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of The Chef You and I have to welcome to our show a chef on her own, and that's Donna Griffin. And welcome to our show.
Thank you, Kathryn.
You look like you've been working in the powders.
I have, and the powdered sugar right there. Got
Right,
me a little.
You can always tell when cooks do well because they have things on them.
Right.
If you go on camera and you don't have anything on you, then you're not really cooking it the way I look at it, right? So, we're going to celebrate what today?
Cinco de Mayo.
Well, Cinco de Mayo festival is on the 5th of May, and it celebrates the victory of a band of Mexicans over a French army at the Battle of Puebla in 1862. It is not Mexico's Independence Day, which is actually September the 16th. On this day, we celebrate this occasion in style with a scrumptious spread of food from south of the border. And we're going to greet our guest today with cool, refreshing pitcher of margaritas.
We are.
We are. So, fruit salad with jalapeno citrus dressing, Spanish chicken and rice, cornbread, and we're going to finish it off with the sopapilla cheesecake. And Mexicans love to celebrate, so it doesn't take much to plan a party. Invite your family and friends and enjoy. And thank you for doing this for us today. I'm so
very
excited.
welcome. It's a lot of fun. We're going to have fun.
We are
Have
going to
some
have
margaritas.
fun.
And,
Right.
and
We're celebrating your
celebrate.
birthday, actually. I'm so excited about that. Anyhow, you've been cooking for how long?
Since I was a little girl.
A little girl?
Right.
Yeah, I started at 7.
I used to have a little girl's cookbook, and
Yeah.
I
In a
baked
kitchen?
everything in there in the kitchen and made a mess like I still do.
Oh, that's not fun. That's funny.
Oh, God.
Anyhow, I want to give the ingredients of what we're going to put in here now.
Okay, we're going to start with the pitcher.
Right.
With 2 cups of crushed ice.
2 cups of crushed ice.
3/4 cup.
And there's 2 cups right here, right? Here,
2
let's
cups.
do that.
So 4 of those.
Okay, this is 1, 2 cups.
2 cups.
Okay.
Now I need the
Right.
little dipper.
Okay.
We need 3/4 cup of tequila. So this is 1/2 cup.
Okay. And another 1/4 cup. So
And
use
then
that
another
1/4
cup right
here.
here.
That's great.
This might make us a little
Good.
sleepy.
Yeah, right. So then
Okay.
what are we going to put in?
1/3 cup of fresh lime juice.
So that's right here.
So this is a half, so just not quite.
That's about a third, right?
That's about a fourth.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, that's a third.
1/4 cup powdered sugar,
Ooh,
which you have.
That looks good. Now this is what got all over us.
Right, it sure is.
Okay.
Now, I don't know how you're going to do this, Kathryn, but you need 1/2 of an egg white.
Oh, don't worry.
So you're
I
just
can
gonna
do
have to
that. I can
spoon
do
it in there.
Yeah, right on. Here we go. Oh, there it
That's
is.
good, that's good.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay, now what?
The recipe calls for triple sec.
Right.
But we're going to do a little twist on it.
Okay.
When I used to live in Mexico, we used to have this after dinner drink called agavero. But now they have agavero orange liquor. So
that's
we're
gonna
going to
taste
do
great.
a splash of triple sec with a splash of
Okay,
agavero.
go for it.
So you do that, and I'll do this. Okay.
Okay.
And then we mix it in the blender.
We're going to mix it in the blender. Okay, let's put it on here, right? Wait a minute. I think it goes like this. Right. And then we're going to put this there.
Looks like we might need a little more ice. It's melting so fast.
Oh, don't worry. It's fine.
Let's see how it goes. Frothy.
That's it, right?
That looks like,
Is that done or not?
looks good.
Okay. Let's do it. Oops.
And then we
Now-
have rimmed
And what did you do?
gigantic margarita
And what
glasses.
did you do? Can you show how you did that on the rims real
Yes, I
quick?
put the margarita salt here. I took
Yes.
a wedge of lime.
Right.
And just went around the edge of the
Right.
glass and then rimmed the salt.
Right.
And there we go.
There you go. Now, we can't drink all this. So what we're going to
No,
do.
we're just going to make little ones.
We're going to make little ones. So if you
Like
could give
that.
me 2 more.
I have it right here.
Okay. This is going to work out perfectly. And the third one. We actually have a lot more than you think we have here, girl.
There you go.
So wait a minute. And then, whoops. And then this right here. So now we
Perfect.
have 3 glasses of margaritas.
Right.
And we're going to move all this around. We'll take a little break and we'll be right back and show you what it looks like. Just a minute. We're back on the Chef You and I show, and we just poured that beautiful margarita mix. We made an extra amount because we got guests coming. So that's our margarita. And I want to say happy birthday to you,
Thank
right?
you so much.
And let's try it. Oh, delicious. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I haven't had margaritas taste that good in a long, long time.
Right, and the egg white just gives it that froth
Oh,
on
it does.
top.
I wonder how you got that froth. That was really interesting. So, and we'll be right back with Donna Griffin and myself. And we're going to be making a fruit salad.
With a jalapeno citrus dressing.
Jalapeno citrus dressing. That's going to be a little bit spicy, right?
I don't know. We'll
find
see.
out. We'll be right back. We are back on the Chef You and I with Donna Griffin, and we're making this wonderful fruit salad with jalapeno citrus dressing. Right. Now, what do we need to do first, Donna?
We just need to chop up all this fruit and put
Okay.
it in the bowl.
Okay.
And
How do you want it chopped, by the way?
I mean, just kind of bite-sized
Bite-sized?
chunks. Maybe
you
like
want them
this.
half?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
That's
we'll
good.
put it in as we go.
Okay.
Mix it all up.
All right. I'm excited because, I love fruit salad and it's so healthy for you. We were just talking about Mexico and, on the break, and we were talking about Belize. Oh my gosh, two of my favorite wonderful places. And I have not been to Belize, and we're going to do a show in Belize. How about that?
That'll be wonderful. I can't wait.
You also know that I'm a travel agent, so a long time ago, one of my friends called me and asked me to actually do a whole program in Belize.
Oh my gosh.
And I'd love to work with the Tourism Board of Belize, as well as the Restaurant Association, because a lot of the cruise ships go there now as well,
Right.
which makes it really nice. And, I have heard so much wonderful, but you actually have an apartment there, right?
I do in northern Belize in a little retirement community.
Oh,
But
really?
I have friends there.
And how did you
And
find it?
I went to visit my friends, and they had just moved into this locals apartment with 6 apartments, and there
Really?
was one left. So
And you got it.
I got it. And I've had it for about 3.5 years now.
Oh, wow. How often
So-
do you go to Belize?
I try to go about twice a year.
Twice a year. That's
So-
wonderful.
But,
Okay.
but I go to St. Martin and other places as well.
Oh, I do too. We go to St. Martin's. We've been to Mexico. I don't think we've been to Puerto Rico. But, everybody wants me to cover Puerto Rico as well.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's do this. Let's put those in there. And let's tell them what we're putting in this, okay? If you don't mind.
Okay, cantaloupe, honeydew, strawberry, pineapple, jicama.
And we're going to do that in a minute.
Right.
Okay. And guess what? Jalapeno.
That's
Wow.
going to go in the dressing.
That's going to go in the dressing. The
Right.
citrus dressing.
Right.
Okay, we're going to do this really quick. And I know you love Belize.
I do love Belize.
And
That's
and
awesome.
We also have our shows also on YouTube, on our channel, on our Chef You and I channel, our Kathryn Raaker channel, and people can do it from their anything digital. How about that?
That's awesome.
And we were one of the first ones to do that. And then I want to have you on our radio show, Donna, because it's a lot of fun. Because you have another business besides this, right?
I sure do.
And what is that?
It's called Handy Girl Connection.
Handy Girl. I like that.
Right. We do Christmas tree decorations, decorating for the holidays. We help
You
at
should have hired
parties.
me. I do that all the time. I do the wreaths and everything.
We do all that. We do house cleaning. We do elderly care sitting.
Wow.
Just errands. Just about whatever.
Do you do moving services too?
Live-in services?
No, moving services like packing somebody's house
Yes,
up?
we certainly do.
You know, I used to work for one of the top moving companies, American Red Ball.
Oh, really?
I sure
That's
did.
Great.
And learned how to pack, learned how to do all of that jazz. Now, what we're going to do next is, I know with this, what do you want me to do with this?
I just want you to do some shavings of the jicama in there
Okay.
for a little texture.
Okay. Okay. How much?
Probably, it's hard to do because they get
There are a lot.
probably a little bit off each of those branches that you have.
Okay. All right. How many? A lot?
No, not really a lot. Just
And tell me
it
about
doesn't.
jicama.
It doesn't look
Tell
like
me a
it's
little
coming
bit.
off very well.
Well, it'll come up. Here, I'll use another one.
Yeah, that doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't look
Well,
like it's.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut it really thin. How
Okay.
about that?
Yeah, this isn't. This is too thin.
Yeah,
That's
too thin.
perfect. A little texture in there.
Yeah, that should be textured. Oh boy, I can smell our beautiful dessert in there. Because we did it a little early. We did one a little early, right?
Right.
Right. You want more than that? You want how many?
Yeah,
do you
a
want?
little bit more.
All right.
I'm going to rinse this mint.
I know your apple pies are to die for. Donna's apple pies are just so delicious. And you came over one night. I knew the people from and Keith, your friend, your boyfriend, your
Right.
whatever, and that looks beautiful. And then we're going to put this on a. You're going to put that jalapeno. While you're doing that, I'm going to pull this out of the oven, Donna,
Okay.
because it smells so delicious.
We're going to put this jalapeno in the citrus dressing. I'm just getting it ready.
We made this ahead of time so that we can
Wait,
have
that
it.
smells so good.
I know. It looks great. It smells great. It looks great. And I can't wait to taste it. So, do you need me to cut that up real quick?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
And how much do you want me to cut up, actually?
All of it. One
All
whole
of it.
jalapeno. Very fine.
Very fine. Okay.
There we go.
Let's do that really fine.
Wait, that looks really good, Kathryn. That
It does.
Dessert.
And I'll tell you, it is later in the show, but we made one ahead of time so that we would have it done by the end of the show. And it takes all together, Donna, about 50 minutes with the preparation of it. And so everything that we did, you can get very easily
right.
on, and this is the salad, which is really good. Okay, there's that. Is that small
That's
enough?
good.
How much do you
good.
want? Do you want all of it?
All of it. It
All
calls
of it.
for one pepper. Unless you want to mild it down a little bit.
Well, we can.
Yeah,
So
you can do half a pepper.
tell me what's your favorite recipe to make, actually, besides Mexican and Spanish food. What do you love to make?
Oh my gosh.
Pastry?
No, I love to make Italian food. I like to make
Italian.
risotto from scratch, and I like to make pies.
Are you Italian?
No, I'm Irish and English.
Irish and English. Have
But-
you been to Ireland?
I have not been to
Oh
Ireland.
my gosh! Have you been to England?
I have not been to Ireland.
Well,
either one.
guess what?
We're going.
We're going. We used to live in England for almost 6 years.
Oh my gosh.
And I have friends there, and I have a wonderful friend that makes the best sausage you've ever tasted.
Oh
It's
my
called
gosh.
Rivets. And they make the best bangers you've ever tasted in your whole life if you like bangers. And, I also we went to Ireland a few years ago. Oh, that
that doesn't go in there.
Sorry, you didn't tell me that.
Leave a
Hello.
couple bites.
Okay, we'll leave a little bit of it in there.
We're gonna
okay?
break.
We're gonna take a break and we'll be right
We're
back.
going to pick out the jalapenos.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back on the Chef You and I.
She was on a roll.
I was on a roll. Thank you. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I show with Donna Griffin and myself, Kathryn Raaker. And actually, we're now going to make the jalapeno citrus dressing. And it calls for 1/3 cup of orange juice. Donna, do you want to do the honors?
I'll do the honors. This is fresh squeezed juice.
Fresh squeezed juice.
There we go.
Okay, 3 tablespoons of lime juice.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
There's that. And then we need 3 tablespoons of freshly minced fresh mint. Okay. And then we need 1 jalapeno pepper, which I have right here. Put in here, right? And we need 1 tablespoon of honey. So, which is right here. And you know, I love honey. It's so good for you.
It really is. It has a lot of medicinal purposes.
Effects, right?
Great for your body.
Okay. And this is going to go on our fruit salad. Am I correct?
Correct. Over
Okay.
the fresh fruit.
All right, so you're going to pour this over. Do you have to put orange juice in it? Combine the orange juice, which is 1/3 cup of orange juice.
I already did that.
You did that?
Yes,
Okay,
I
so
did.
would you pour, let's pour this over. Wow. Okay, that looks
Just
beautiful.
kind of spread that mint
Yeah,
out.
spread
a little
that
bit.
mint out.
There we go.
And we've
Give it a
got a
little
completed
twig.
fruit salad. What do you think
There
about
you
that?
go.
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
So remember what that is. That is 1/3 cup of orange juice, 3 tablespoons of lime juice, 3 tablespoons of minced fresh mint. That's a lot to say. 1 jalapeno pepper seeded and minced, and 1 tablespoon of sugar or honey. And then you combine the orange juice, the lime juice, the mint, the jalapenos, and sugar in a small bowl, and you mix them well, which we did. And that's the piece de resistance, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
And we will be back, and we're making plantains right after this beautiful, wonderful, gorgeous fruit salad that we just finished just a minute ago. But we're now going to make the favorite of Mexicans and South Americans, and that is what?
Fried plantains.
We're going to do that next. And we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with Donna Griffin and myself, Kathryn Raaker, after these important messages. We're back on The Chef You and I with Donna Griffin and myself, and we're doing fried plantains, right?
Right.
Now, we peeled them. Now, show me how you cut them, because I know there's a certain way you do it.
Well, you can either cut them in quarters or angle them, which is what I'm doing a little bit.
Okay.
So you have pretty big chunks like this.
Okay.
And then these are pretty sweet, so I think what we might do is sprinkle them with a little sugar while we
I'm gonna,
fry
can
them.
I cut them like this, too?
So you can cut them like that, but you can try them that way or this way.
Do I want to cut them again or not?
I would cut them again.
Like this?
Just-
like in the middle?
Yeah. Just kind of angled.
Right. Like that. Because I've never done this before, Donna.
Have you eaten these before?
I love these. I absolutely, after living in Asia, I'll tell you, I have tried every fruit, and the fruits in Asia are just so beautiful. Now we're going to put how much oil into the skillet?
Okay, what kind of oil?
Yes.
Are you going to use vegetable oil?
I think I'm going to use
Do you
vegetable oil.
have coconut oil?
Let me check in our closet, and we'll be right back. We already cut everything up, right, Donna?
Right.
And now we're ready to put them into the skillet. But first of all, I'm heating the skillet, and I'm going to add a little bit of oil. How much?
Oh, just pour a little more,
Is that enough?
little more.
Wow.
Because you're going to fry these pretty
Like
quick.
almost like stir fry or whatever, right?
Right.
Okay, and we're going to bring the camera over and show. So we want to heat this up, right?
Heat that oil up, let
Okay.
it get sizzly.
Okay, and then I can't wait to try everything after it's done. It'll be great,
gonna
right?
be-
Delicious. Okay, we're going to take a little short break, and as soon as the oil heats up, we'll put the plantains in. We'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and Donna, you're taking over because I've never done these before, and I really need your help. So would you tell the audience exactly what you're going to do?
We have heated the oil, put the
Right.
plantains in, and
Right.
plantains can be either really extra ripe or not so ripe, and
Right.
that changes the flavor, whether it's sweeter, if it's riper, or kind of a crunchy, almost potato chip type thing.
Ooh, that sounds
So these are kind of in the middle. So we're going to treat them sweeter. Although once we flip these, we're going to sprinkle them with sugar. And
While
then
they're in the pan?
While they're in the pan.
Oh, wow.
And then
Do
we're
they
going to pull them
caramelize?
out
Do they
a little
caramelize?
bit. And then we're going to give them a little bit more when they come out.
Okay, that sounds
Okay,
great.
all
Okay,
right.
so I will get the sugar. Do you want me to put it on there now, or do you want me to wait?
After I flip it.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not sure if they're quite ready. Not quite.
Not quite. So you really, really like this, don't you? Now we use 3 plantains, right?
Correct.
And do you serve this all the time?
Not really. If I'm making something Mexican, I usually do this, or
Right.
even in Belize when I go there.
When you go to Belize, you
Right,
do this.
right.
Well, that would be something really South American, or in that culture, their food is so delicious.
Oh, all the different styles of beans and rice,
Oh,
and
wonderful.
every country has their own version. Nobody
Right.
does it the same.
No, that's true.
I mean, the food.
What's the most delicious thing that you've had in Belize?
Oh my goodness, probably pibble. It's kind of a barbecued pulled pork that you cook in a banana leaf for a long
Ooh,
time in a slow
That
cooker.
sounds so good.
It is really, really good.
All right, now I can turn this up a little.
Yeah, they're starting to brown.
All right, that's good. And that's important. So, like I said, we're going to serve this whole beautiful dinner for Cinco de Mayo, which I'm really excited about. And you can too, and when Cinco de Mayo happens. So we're going to put this out ahead of time.
I think I would sprinkle the sugar now.
Okay.
And then we're going to need a plate with a paper towel.
Okay, we'll do that.
They're browning like that. That's what we want to see.
Wow, this reminds me kind of like French toast, except it's not fruit. I'm going
Right.
to go and get the wonderful plate for you. I'll be right back.
What's amazing is how many fruits and vegetables the Spanish people really eat. It's not all beans, rice, tacos.
Well, here I've got the plate here that you can put this on, Donna.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Great. Here we go. With the paper towel. That looks good.
And then you can sprinkle it lightly
With sugar.
with sugar when
In
I
just
take
a
it out.
second.
Okay.
After you get them all in there. Right. Oh, these look so good, Donna. I'll sprinkle that with sugar in just a second after you
Go
get
ahead.
those done.
Go ahead.
And look at that. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to try these, Donna. Looks so good. And so what else? We're doing chicken and rice. We have a beautiful fruit salad. We have the plantains, and we have the piece de resistance is
The Sopapelia
the-
cheesecake.
Oh, I can't wait to try that, Donna.
Ugh.
Now it's just almost done. So I'm going to sprinkle this with more sugar. Okay, that looks beautiful. And we're going to put that out in a minute. Ooh, that looks good. Now, they taste like bananas, am I correct?
The what?
They're like bananas, right?
Oh yeah, they are.
They're
like,
from the banana family.
They sure are.
So, those look good.
We're just about there.
We're just about there. And then, as soon as we're done with that, then we are going to do our dessert. serve our dessert, and then we will have our piece de resistance meal that we'll do in the end, which I'm really, really excited about. So those look like they're pretty done,
I
right?
think we're done.
I think we're done too. And we're going to, okay, just a second. Okay.
All right, we'll take this off without
Okay.
spilling it
Now I'm
and
gonna
turn that heat off.
Right?
Yay.
Yay, and we're done with that. We're back on the Chef You and I with Donna Griffin, my friend, and we are doing something for Cinco de Mayo, and this is our main entree, right, Donna?
Correct. This is Spanish chicken and rice.
I know, Donna, that we are making saffron rice. And we
Correct.
started it. So I'm going to add the rest of the rice, right? To what? 4 cups of water.
4
right?
cups of water, 2
And?
tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and this Goya Sazon seasoning.
Ooh, wow. Now this looks delicious, Donna. Tell me, how long have you been making this?
I've been making this for about 15 years,
Wow.
maybe 20.
20.
Maybe
Wow.
20.
So
This
we're going to
is-
let that just turn that down really low, right? And let that simmer, right?
And just let it simmer
Okay.
with the lid on till the
lid
rice
on.
cooks.
I want to make sure that this doesn't squeal when you do it.
Okay. And then
Okay.
that just will take care of itself.
So that's going to be how many minutes on there? Maybe
probably
10,
20, 15.
20 minutes.
15,
okay.
20 minutes.
So what's the next thing that we're going to do? I have all the ingredients right here.
Okay.
So
We're
tell
going-
me what you're going to do next.
We're going to put olive oil and a stick of butter
All right. Okay, I need this
into the
into the
skillet.
pan. Okay.
Not
and I'll
this yet.
turn that on.
1 stick of butter and some olive oil and preheat the skillet.
Okay. Give that to me. I'm going to put in 1 stick of butter, right?
Right.
And then what else?
And then some olive oil.
Olive oil. How
And
much?
we're just going to drizzle it
Drizzle
in
it.
the pan. About, like that. There we go.
We just put in some olive oil and some butter, right, Donna?
Correct.
And we're going to melt this, right? And the
Correct.
skillets.
Just till it starts to sizzle.
Okay. Whoops. That happens sometimes. Okay. So then what are we going to do, Donna?
Okay, we have most of our ingredients chopped.
right.
We need to finish chopping the yellow pepper and the jalapeno.
Okay.
And make sure we seed it.
Right.
So that it's not too hot.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to chop the last chicken breast.
Okay, we've got the other ones.
Okay,
so
we've
you're
got-
doing this in chunks, right?
In chunks.
Right.
These are nice, fresh Amish chicken breast. And we're just chunking them about this size.
Okay. Let's move this out so we can see it.
Okay. So move this as well.
Okay. Because that is really beautiful. I'm going to. Now this is for what?
That's going in the chicken. When
Oh,
we
that's
cook
going in the chicken. Okay, so we want to just chunk all of this, right?
Right.
Okay. So
I'm
you
gonna
can
move
see this,
There we go.
and we have to do the jalapeno. So I'm just doing the yellow.
The yellow and the. Do you want me to do the jalapeno?
Yeah, you can if you want to, because
Okay, as soon as I get.
that done, because I've still got a lot to do here. And we're going to put this in here, because we're going to have, we've got red, yellow, and orange, which
Correct.
is really beautiful.
I learned how to do this dish from a lady from Colombia, South America,
Oh, did
on my
you?
sailboat.
Oh, really?
So,
Now, you've lived in Belize.
well, I have an apartment in Belize now, but I lived in Mexico 7 years, and South Florida. So I have a lot of South American friends.
Right. So, and you still, I thought we were going to go to Belize and do something in Belize or wherever you wanted to go.
I'm going to Belize in less than 2 weeks again.
Oh, wow.
So
That's great. I bet you're excited, aren't you?
I am excited.
How long are you going to be there for?
I'm going to be there for 6 days. I have a friend who is retiring and moving there.
Wow.
So I'm taking him down to introduce him to the land before he moves.
Yes.
Okay, the butter's sizzling hot.
Yes.
So while you're chopping the pepper, I'm going to go over here and add
the onions.
the onions.
Right.
One chopped sweet onion.
Right.
Let me get it out. And I'm going to add the peppers.
And then I'll put all the other peppers
And you can
in
add
there.
those. Okay.
Okay.
And then the garlic.
the
We
garlic.
have 5 cloves of garlic chopped.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're just going to saute that.
Okay. And what else are you going to put that in
I'm going to
there?
sprinkle in adobo
Right.
seasoning.
So that's probably about a tablespoon or more.
Right, about.
Okay.
About.
All right.
rid of
And then
this.
what else? do you-
And then I'm going to put one of these Sasan Goya packs in there
and we have all of the ingredients
on the
on
recipe.
on the recipe on our website, but I'll go over all of it with you in just a minute. And then what else?
Okay, a little salt and pepper we need.
All right. So I'm taking all the seeds out, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
That'll keep it from being too hot, but make sure you wash your hands.
Right afterwards, because
Right afterwards.
jalapenos are, you don't want to get them in your face, your eyes, or whatever. So that's why it's so important to take
And
that out.
This is a dish after you make it once or twice. You can fire up the heat with more jalapeno if you like, or tone it down.
Right.
I don't like it real spicy, so I usually just use one.
Right.
So
So anyhow, you've been cooking for how long, Donna?
since I was a little girl, I
Right.
had a little children's cookbook, and I started cooking when I made a big
Right.
mess all the time, but
Right,
I've
right.
been cooking a long time with my mother, my
Right.
family. They were all Southern cooks.
Right.
But I love all kinds of food, international food. I love new things that you haven't
Right.
made before.
Right. So anyhow, I'm going to chop these up, and you want to put those in there too now, Donna?
Exactly.
Okay. So, do you want them chopped up finer than?
Yeah, a little bit finer than this so that somebody doesn't get a big bite of hot
Yeah, you don't
spicy.
want a big bite of jalapeno.
Exactly.
Right. And the only thing that now, when I make it for me, Donna, you know that I don't put garlic in, but we put garlic in this one.
Correct.
And you made one for me.
Without
Without garlic.
so you
Which
can enjoy it.
I can enjoy it. And
I did not put any of the Sasan or Mexican spices in anything I made for you because they sneak the garlic and all that as
oh,
well.
really?
So
if you are allergic to any of that, then you can make the recipe to fit your palate or
Right.
your allergies or whatever.
if you
it
don't
is.
like the onion or you can
Or you're
you
allergic
can-
to onion.
This is kind of a one pot meal when you get done, but it's great for a crowd.
Right, it really is. So anyhow,
It has a lot of flavor.
I'm going to stir this, if you don't mind, because
It's
it looks
actually-
like it's done.
It's actually better the next day, even after the flavors sit overnight. Okay, is that done?
Yes, it's
All right.
done.
Then that just
Okay,
all right.
that was easy. So now I'm just going to put these in here, the jalapenos in there,
Right.
right? And we already had another jalapeno. Now, how long does this take to saute?
It doesn't take very long, just till it's cooked through. It's almost done right now.
Okay. And then
So-
we're going to take this and put this into a separate bowl.
Correct.
Am I correct?
Correct.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the chicken up.
Correct.
Right? And then add it all back together. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. So let me get a bowl. We're going to have one of our guys get us a bowl. And we're going to put this into that bowl. That's great. Okay. I've got it. And we're going to take a break on that note, and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with Donna Griffin and myself, Kathryn Raaker, after these messages. We're back on The Chef You and I with Donna Griffin and myself, Kathryn Raaker, and we're making Spanish saffron rice, chicken
Correct.
rice.
Chicken and rice.
And we've already got the beautiful vegetables right there, if the camera will get that. Those are beautiful. We've got the rice, the saffron rice. And now, Donna, what are you doing next?
We're getting ready to cook the chicken.
Okay.
So we have a little olive oil and butter in the same juices that we just cooked the vegetables in.
So I'm going to bring the chicken over, and you're putting in
Correct.
what?
This is mojo. This is another, it's like a marinade.
Right.
It gives it a little flavor while it cooks.
Right.
It's a Spanish spice.
A Spanish
All this,
spice.
you can find this in Jungle Gyms
Or any store around that's specialty for Spanish food, Mexican food,
Spanish
whatever.
food's in almost every store anymore.
Okay, so can I put this in there now?
Yes, go right ahead.
I'm going to put that. She chunked the chicken. It's not cut up really fine. That's the most important thing to know. So here we go. That's right there. And then I'm going to turn this up a little bit for you, Donna.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, if you don't mind, we're going to take a little break here so I can clean off the boards. We're back with Donna Griffin, and we are actually, she just put on what spice did she put on?
I just put paprika.
Paprika, right.
Right.
And if the camera can get that, you can see that pretty easily. And then what are you going to put in next, Donna? I'm going to get
I'm going to put a little bit of white pepper. I need the scissors.
All right, now she's putting in some white pepper, and she's doing that right now. She's drizzling it over it. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Now, we've got that done. And now we're going to let the chicken just cook. Can I put a top on it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we can put the top on it and
We
we'll
just
let
need
it
to
go
stir it every few minutes.
3 or 4 minutes. And then we're going to add these beautiful vegetables to it that we did, and the saffron rice. You know, Donna, we are just waiting for the chicken, right?
Correct.
And today's your birthday.
I know. I'm too old.
No, you're not too old. Give me a
Too
break. And I love your new
apron that
It's
you
so
got me for my
cute.
birthday and the beautiful flowers that you got me.
Well, you know, anybody
wreath.
that turns that sweet, wonderful age that you are deserves everything and be queen for the day. So anyhow,
thank you, Kathryn. It
you're
makes me
welcome.
feel younger.
Right, so it's a queen of everything, right?
That's right.
So let's move this over just a little bit, okay, so that's out of the way.
All right.
Anyhow, to make a long story short, when I celebrated that year, I celebrated, but I hit a broken leg.
Oh, no.
It was horrid. Actually, it was.
Oh, my gosh,
And
that's terrible.
so, you know, I want people to have a lot of fun. You know, after a certain age, you don't have to worry about stuff anymore. So I'm just going
Right.
to look at this real quick. Do you think it's ready to do it?
Why don't you pull one out and cut through it, make sure it's
Okay.
done.
All right, I will. So let's do that.
Okay.
All right, you want to
Just
wait. Hold on. I don't want to cut with the same thing that we just cut with. So
Okay.
wait. Here's one.
All right, clean one.
Clean one. You never want to. That looks
Okay,
beautiful.
that's perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to add
Dump
this.
the parsley in.
Okay.
And we're just going to stir it a little bit till the parsley steams a little.
Okay. Oh, this looks beautiful.
The colors are magnificent.
Can we we're getting a picture of this. This is gorgeous. Look at that. I'm having so much fun with this. That's really pretty. So when it gets a little limp, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, when it gets a little limp, then we'll turn that off, and then we're going to mix all this together in one big bowl.
Okay, I'm going to turn it off because it's getting
And
limp
it
already.
should finish on its own.
Yeah, so I'll just turn it down a little. Okay, now we want to add, can you give me that and I'll add that.
Right?
Let's do this. All right, so.
It's good.
Okay, I need to put this right here. Hold on. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this in.
Right?
And then we're done with that. And then this rice is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. You could have this for a crowd.
Oh, it's
Oh my
great for a
gosh.
crowd. As I said, Kathryn, I learned how to make it on a sailboat in a small little
Wow.
galley kitchen.
Really?
And, you know, you can warm it up in the microwave the next day or in the oven, and it just gets better because the flavors just meld in.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful. I mean, it reminds me of Spain, actually, when I lived in Spain. And that's what it looks like.
You could add shrimp. You could add chorizo.
Yeah.
And you could make it almost like a paella.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, like a paella.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
Right.
And so how long do we have to cook it now for a
We
minute
don't have
or
to
two?
cook it at all. We just mix
we
it together.
Okay, and then we can put it on the serving plate.
Exactly.
Okay. So, and then we'll plate that. Okay. And that'll be great. Okay.
And then we'll just garnish it with the parsley.
All right, so if you want to grab that plate, I'm going to put this over here.
Do you want to?
And I'm not going to use that, I'm going to use a spoon. I have to wipe that off. That's not a problem. All right.
This is one of those things that you go back, you can't eat one or two bites. You keep going back for more.
More, right. And I love paella, but I always had to make it without garlic, which was hilarious. So, all right. A little bit more. All right, and then you're going to garnish it, but let me wipe it off first.
Okay.
Okay, just put it right there. All right. Now, this is gorgeous.
We're just going to garnish it a little bit to
Right.
spruce it up and
make it look really sweet. And this is your entree, which is, people are just going to love it. So
Beautiful.
we're going to put this right here and let the cameraman look at that. And then we're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back on the Chef You and I right after these important messages. We're back on the Chef You and I, and we're doing the dessert, which I absolutely love. You want to pronounce that for me?
Sopapelia.
Sopapelia.
Or sopapilla. Pia.
Cheesecakes. And we got this wonderful recipe off of the internet, and I want to tell you what's in it and what we're going to do, okay? So the ingredients are 2 cans of 8 ounce each of Pillsbury crescent rolls, and 2 packages of cream cheese, and you have to soften it, or you can get it softened, right? 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 cup of melted butter, which we've already done, and 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. So we already preheated the oven to 350. And now, Donna, what I need you to do is take one of these crescent rolls, and I want you to flatten it down and make it like a crust almost. You unroll 1 can of the dough, place in the bottom of this ungreased 13 by 9 inch 3-quart glass baking dish, stretch to cover the bottom of the dish, firmly pressing perforations to seal them. Can you do that? And in the meantime, I am going to beat this beautiful cream cheese, the sugar, and until it's smooth. And then I'm going to beat in the vanilla. So we're going to go ahead and do that first, okay? All right, so we need to do this. And we need to add the sugar to it. And it makes it a lot easier when your cream cheese is, because we got to save a cup of this. All right. So that's what we're doing with the sugar. We're going to get it all together because this is going to be our cheesecake part of it. And it just sounded so easy, and it only takes a half an hour in the oven altogether. That looks good, Donna. You're doing a great job. Okay, so now I'm going to add in the vanilla to this, and that is actually 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And that's right here. That's a half. I'm sorry. Looks a lot bigger than you think. So we want to put 1 teaspoon of vanilla in there. That looks good. And then just want to blend that in there. Oh boy, does this look good, Donna.
It looks yummy.
I mean, it really does look yummy. And I just want to get that all taken care of now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to use the melted butter. I'm done doing the mixing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out, right? And you want to get all that off of there as much as possible, right? And then what we're going to do, okay, we're done with those. We'll put those in the sink for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to spread this over the dough. So
Okay.
I'm going to take this and I'm going to let you spread it. I'm just going to put it there for you.
Okay.
All right. And I think you have to spread it all over. Basically, you do, because what you're going to do is you're going to then take the other crescent roll and you're going to put it on the top.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this smells so good, Donna. I can't even tell you.
Makes you want to lick it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's like, and I love cheesecake. I mean, so I'm glad we picked this one. This is going to be such a cool thing for Cinco de Mayo.
Yes, it is.
I love Cinco de Mayo. It's really a cool, wonderful. The 5th of May. So, just a minute.
Well.
What?
I
You need
this.
that. Right. She needs that to do that. So I want you to spread that evenly over it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to unroll the second can of dough.
Right.
And carefully place it on top of the cream cheese. And then pinch the seams together.
Okay.
This
Then I don't
looks
want to
really
go all
sweet.
the way to the...
Yeah, I'll open this for you. And then the butters goes on with the cinnamon on top of everything. What we're going to do, now that you've done that, right, is we're going to take the second thing of dough and you're going to put that on top of this top one and pinch it together, right?
Right.
Hand me those and I'll do
There you
this and put that in the sink. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pour the butter over the top of the whole dish, and then we're going to put cinnamon on top of it. How about that?
Sounds fabulous.
Sounds really fab to me.
Yeah.
And the sugar. So the sugar and the cinnamon. So it's almost like cinnamon, you know, like cinnamon bread and stuff like we used to make years ago.
Right.
Right? That is so cool. I love it. So how often, now you write for the magazine,
Right.
the Ultimate Ear magazine, and you also provide all the recipes for it. Am I correct?
Correct.
Which makes it so nice. And I love it because, Donna, you know, I'm now in that section on the magazine. Now you're putting that all together, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to pour the butter over it. And we're also going to add the sugar over the butter. And I'm going to do this, Donna. I'm going to use one of these wonderful things. And when you're done, and just pinch everything together. And we're about there. Okay, so what we want to do, all right, is we want to pour the butter over it, right,
Oh, wow,
like
that
that.
looks good.
Does that look good or what? Okay, and then you can just do that a little bit. And then, so that's the reason why you do not have to do the, put anything on the bottom of the pan. And then you want to add the sugar to the top of it, right? All of that wonderful sugar. That's a lot of sugar, it seems like. Oh, well. And then you're just going to do this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to add the cinnamon to it, which is really cool. Okay? And what we want to do is 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Here, let me do this. Okay. So let's just do this. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my gosh,
This
I
is
can't
gonna
wait to
taste
eat
so
it.
good.
I can't wait to try this. Hold on. Here, let me get something to wipe that up. Hold on. Got it right here. And I mean, I love anything with cinnamon. Cinnamon's really good for you. Did you know that?
Cinnamon's wonderful for you. So is turmeric. But
Oh, turmeric is
cinnamon,
great.
butter. I mean, this is going to taste fabulous.
I can't wait. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it into a 350-degree oven. And so, unbelievable. We have to restart the oven again, but not a problem. So we need to take a short break, and we'll be right back on The Chef You and I with Donna Griffin and myself. We're back on The Chef You and I, and this is the part that I love, the piece de resistance, getting to eat everything that we labored for, correct?
Correct.
So let's talk for a minute or two about what we made and what it is actually. So the first thing that we made was the margaritas.
Correct.
Right, which are absolutely delicious. And next we made the actual, you made the muffins, right?
Correct.
And then you made the wonderful dish of the Spanish rice and chicken.
Without garlic for you.
Without garlic for me.
Then we made it with garlic for Bill.
For Bill and the rest of our guests tonight.
Right.
Then you made the fruit salad.
Correct.
And then we made the plantains.
Correct.
And then we made this gorgeous dessert.
Oh my gosh, the dessert's to die for.
It is to die for. So a little of everything on Cinco de Mayo. You're going to absolutely have the best recipes that you could ever do for a crowd of people. I can't thank you enough, Donna.
Thank you for having me, Kathryn.
You are just awesome,
I
sweetheart.
can't wait to do it again.
I can't
Belize,
wait.
Here, wherever.
Wherever. And the next time that we get together, we're going to do Italian. Then we're going to go to Belize.
Okay, sounds great.
Sounds good to me, too. We haven't done anything Italian for a while. So we want to say bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
And Cinco de Mayo. We'll see you next time on The Chef You and I. Don't forget to go to our website at www.chefuani.com. See you next time. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
Thanks for joining us on the Chef You and I show today. We'll be back next week with another great and healthy recipe. Don't forget to visit our website, thechefuani.com, for all of our featured recipes, cooking tips, and clips of the show.